Okay, so this video is going to be so fun and retro. We have brand new dies and stamps from Concord and Ninth that they sent over for me to get crafty with. This is called the Roll With It dies and Roll With It stamp set. I'll link everything down below for you, but here are some examples of what you can do with it. We have a big skate, but we also have smaller skates if you wanted to do a variety of those as well. But look how fun and retro this is. I love it. And I am going to take my little spin on this collection. So I have some colors here that I pulled that I thought would be fun for this. We're gonna have some fun with some gold glitter. And I can't decide if I want to do the skate a powder blue or if I want to do my background a powder blue. I'm kind of thinking my background's gonna be a powder blue. So the first thing I want to do is collect the dies that I am going to use. And I'm going to do the singular big skate. I think that will be really fun. I want a statement on this card. So I will grab, first of all, the big skate and then the outline of it that will have the little shoe. We're going to need the skate itself and wheels. And I'm gonna grab some stars because I think those could be fun to add as some fun elements. We're going to need this little heel portion and the shoestrings, and I believe that is going to be it for mine at least. Okay, and I can always bring other elements in a bit if I decide to do something else. Okay, so those are off to the side. Let's grab my mini die cut machine and start cutting some of these out. Okay, so I have all of my pieces, and now what I want to do is I want to trim down this to, let's do 5 by 3 3/4. And that's going to be my main panel. And then while I have this powder blue here and I have this little guy here, I'm going to really quickly run this through just to give me some options with my little stripes. Okay, I like to have options, and it gives us just a little bit more wiggle room when designing. Okay, sometimes I just throw that die to snap those pieces out. All right, so again, this will be my background, so I want to take this into consideration with some of my color choices here. I'll leave my die cut machine out just in case. And first I want to start assembling these two pieces. And I think I'm going to like that. Okay, so we're gonna do liquid glue, but you can do whatever you wish. This just gives me a little bit more time to allow me to move things around. That way, if I don't get it properly placed the first time, I can just wiggle it into position. So, put this piece right on down first. How cute is this set for birthday cards, or it would be kind of fun for a graduation card too. I love it. Okay, so we have that. And I want to see how this looks. So these pieces are going to go just like that. Very cute. Okay, and then I cut out a lot of pieces just to give me some options of what I wanted to do with the wheels and the stopper, I believe, which I think is just going to be this pink color. Okay, so I do like that. Now, one thing I'm nervous about is how I'm going to attach glitter and regular. I'm gonna try gluing it, but that makes me a tad nervous that it's not gonna work, but let's just try. Let's see if I can get that to adhere. If not, you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna hot glue it, because hot glue will take care of any business. Okay, so I think that goes that far down. Let me know if you have any tips for gluing onto glitter cardstock. I don't know that I've ever done it, because in my mind I was like, how are you gonna do that? I think I've always avoided it, but today's the day to give it a try. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I don't know if I gave it enough time to dry. I'm gonna give that some time, and if not, we're bringing out the hot glue. Okay, this piece then goes, oh, actually, I think they go a little bit up so that it looks like they're sticking into those holes. Okay, so I'm going to need, oh, cute. Okay, I'm going to need some tweezers for sure to get these put on. And I'm just gonna add glue all over, and wherever it isn't needed, it'll just dry. That way I can ensure that wherever it is needed does have some coverage. Okay, so then I'm gonna do it upside down. Sorry, I gotta see where this placement goes. I'm just poking all those little tops of, in fact, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit just so we can see the little pink in the holes. I think that would be cute. I'm going to put all of those little V's right on a little opening there. Okay, and then we have the little tie that is also here that we can tie just like this. Okay, once more with our tweezers. They help immensely. Looking at this now, I might recut out the stars in a different color just to distribute the gold a bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna check on those wheels just to see how I'm doing. Those are on there. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't have been so nervous all this time. Goodness, that's just like me, avoiding something that makes me nervous. Okay, so I do want to bring in, I believe, hello, some of this blue in some manner or another. So let me decide. I think my little piece over here is going to be orange, so let's put that on. I try to work with the things that I know. If I know something is a certain color, the decisions that have been made need to be glued on, and then I can focus on something else. Okay, let's get that there. Cute. I really want these to be some real life skates. I mean, come on now, how cute is that? All right, and then we have enough of the bright pink, I think. So what if we did, oh, actually we could bring the bright pink back in too. That would be fun. Oops, no, we have two of those. Am I missing one of those orange pieces? I might be. I can just change my band around. We'll do maybe this top piece orange, blue, and then this pink, light pink. I'm kind of liking that. I'm gonna just tip this over here to see. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna grab my little wax tip tool, and that'll help me with this little guy. Okay, and let's also get a little closer here, sorry. Okay, some pieces. So push this into position. Love that. And then I think I did the blue. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it to, I'm gonna do this little orange one first to break up the orange and orange right there, and then I'll do the blue as my big one. Yeah. Okay. Let's move that over. And a little bit of glue there. And place that down. Just kind of nudge it into position. Okay, and then finally, one little remaining arch in that powder blue. Stinking cute. Okay, so we're looking good. Now, oops, let's move that over just a bit more. Now, there's our little skate. We have the remaining little pieces that we need to decide on. So I'm thinking this is where we bring in some of this pink because we don't have it too much on this card. So I think we can bring it into the wheels, which would be so cute. So let's bring those down here. And then I cut out those white inner circles. Where'd they go? Just for another option. Where'd they go? They are supposed to look like that. Okay, hold on. Let's clean up pieces that we don't need. Well, I can recut them out. That's no big deal. So I think the trick with the glitter on the paper is just letting it sit just for a little bit. Not too long, because obviously that other piece is already good to go, but not expecting it to adhere immediately like paper on paper. It's got to kind of sit on that glitter. Okay. Okay, loving the pink little skates. And then I'll recut out those white pieces for the middle because I think that would be really cute. And then our little brake or stopper. Okay, raise your hand if you roller skated. I loved roller skating. And then I thought I was really cool when I got roller blades for the first time. All right, I'm grabbing a little scrap. I'm gonna send this through just to get those little insides. I gotta relock down my little machine here. All right, let's go ahead and add those pieces. Got a lot of glue there, whoopsie. But it will dry. Oh, I like that. And you could dress this up with a little sparkle as well. Whoops, I got the wrong side of that. Turn that around. There we go. Oh, that's cute. All right. Now, one thing I want to do, I think, is recut out the stars. Oh, how cute. I think I want to recut out the stars in white just to let them have more contrast. I think that will be fun. So I have extra paper and I'll just use those star dies once more and get some white ones. All right, I wish I could get these in real life. Okay, I like the white stars. I think that's really cute. Okay, just gives us a little bit more contrast, I think, in my opinion. Okay, and I'll leave those stars for something else. Now, let's think about a sentiment. So there's these really cool ones that kind of go up the front of the skate, which is really cute. So we can kind of hover. And I like the idea of the skate kind of being tilted, like they're really having a good time. Keep on rolling would be cute. Let's see. Probably do something like that. So we have keep on rolling, yay, it's your day. I kind of like life is cool and so are you. I think that could be really fun. Another thing that you could do is this stay golden, which is super cute. And there's a little circular die. Sorry, I moved my mat down. So now I have to rethink about where my card is in the frame so it stays in the frame. That stay golden is really cute too. You could put it on the skate and then cut it out and have it be on the skate as your sentiment. I also like keep shining like a superstar, and maybe we could just do it right at the bottom. If we did that though, we would want to do something like so, I think. Keep shining like a superstar. You know what I think I'm going to do? I want to do one of the keep on, maybe the keep on rolling or yay, it's your day. But I want to move this so that it's inside, I think. So that it doesn't bother. Okay, let's get this kind of redone here. I think I want to flip this way because then I can do this without, yeah, okay, whoops, my bad. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, just have to take that off, put it right back on, no big deal. If I had to mess up a part, I'm glad it was that one because that was easy to fix. We'll do something like this. Okay, so there's that. And then we can do keep on rolling. Would that be cute? I kind of like keep on rolling. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do it with a white embossing powder because I think that'll be super pretty. Okay, all of my elements, but I want to leave my card in here so that I can get an idea of where to place my stamp. Okay, so I do want to tilt this, maybe bring it up a little bit. And do I want to bring it up a little bit or keep it down? No, I think bringing it up will be nice. And then this will go here, just like that. Okay, so I'll move this. I'm going to cling my stamp down so that is in position. Again, I'm doing some heat embossing, so I'm going to neutralize my paper with this anti-static tool. Then I'm going to use Versamark. I think of this like a glue. So this will be the glue for my embossing powder. Okay. And if you wanted to do something really cool, you could have your embossing powder be clear, and then this would be kind of the same color as well, actually it would be a little bit darker, but the tone on tone look is really cute as well. But I'm gonna do a white, because I want some contrast. We are having a day outside that is sunny and then stormy and then sunny and then stormy. It's just like the polar opposites. Every second I look outside, it is completely different. One of those days. Okay, definitely not a roller skating day. There we go, that looks good. I'm just going to be the nervous Nelly that I am and double that up, but that looks good. All right, once my heat tool is extremely hot, I will melt the powder. Okay, easy peasy. And now we can start building our card all the way up. So this is what that's going to look like. Oh, I love that. All right, I will bring my score tool in with cardstock that is 110 pound. This is going to be my card base. So I have 11 by 4 1/4, and I will score that at 5 1/2. I just did 11 divided by 2. Man, we're doing all sorts of elementary school flashbacks today. Division, roller skates, you name it. Okay, I'm bringing all my stars in because I'm not sure which one is going to make the cut. Let's add foam tape to the back of this though, so that we can strengthen that back up and have a little boost of dimension on the card. All right, I'm doing my foam tape in a completely different manner than I usually do because when I heat emboss, sometimes my panel stays a little warped, and if I put a piece of foam tape up there, I think it's gonna help straighten it right back out. So we'll see if that works. And I'm just gonna grab a little weeding hook to grab all of these little pieces. Make quick work out of grabbing those. All right, and then straighten that back out. We have quite the margin here, which is really pretty. Okay, and I like how that looks. That definitely looks nice and fresh. Okay, now we're gonna have this little cutie here, and I think I'm gonna bump that up. Should I bump it up or should I put it right on the card? I don't know, I think I'll bump it up. So let's grab some foam adhesive, and if I bump it up, actually that's a great idea because then I can kind of tuck a star underneath and have fun with those stars. Okay, let's do something like this, and I'll grab one of my teeny tiny ones for this little stop right here. All right, once again, whoop, bring in my little weeding hook. and get that placed so that it takes on the shape of the sentiment, just like that. Okay, got a little boost of dimension there, which is super cute. Now that allows us to have some of these stars kind of go behind, which is kind of fun too. Ooh, I like that actually. And I like how it kind of falls off and into the card base. And then we could maybe do 1 and 2 up there, or like that. Ooh, I like that. And you can also bring in 1 to put on your skate, which is way too cute. So we'll do that as well. All right, so let's add all of these little cuties right on down. The little star on the skate for sure. And then 1 behind here. And again, I love how it's falling off onto the card base. Love that look. All right, there is my spin on the Just Roll It stamp and die set. I love that. I wish this skate existed in real life because I would grab that in a size 8.5. All right, everyone, all the products will be listed down below. You can access that source list by clicking on the title of the video. That box will pop up and you'll see everything I used. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time and keep on rolling.